Today is day 365 of being a content creator, and I have 91 subscribers, so this is a bit of a self-indulgent video, but I wanted to recap my year and share a few lessons I've learned from a so far unsuccessful creator journey, and finally I'll talk about my plans for 2024. But first, 2023. 1 year ago I posted my first video with the concept of making daily shorts for a year, which I promptly did for like a week and immediately scrapped because, as it turns out, shorts are a lot more work if you aren't just making vines for YouTube. For the rest of January I spent a week each making my lo-fi song and the blended animation. And then February came and I did absolutely nothing. Intentionally, because I was wrapped up in work as I prepared for March when I quit my job. I do not recommend doing that. Certainly not at the point when I did, but I was feeling burnt out and I wanted to take a good shot at this YouTube thing, so I did. And I spent the next 3 months procrastinating because my making a lo-fi song video came out at the end of May. Over the next few months, I accidentally invented the best way to mince onions between 2 cooking tier lists, one of which was supposed to come out before September when I went on vacation and came back with a backlog of footage that were supposed to become shorts. In October, I finally finished that tier list, released a few shorts, and did a relatively successful series of gaming live streams before I fell off again in November. And finally, after just about a full year, I almost released a video a week in December. So that was 2023. It wasn't the most productive year, but I learned a lot and hopefully that will help me have a better 2024. Starting with lesson number 1, keep it simple. So far, I've glossed over my inefficiencies as procrastination. And while it's true I've always struggled with work ethic and focus, part of the reason is that in these months, I was overwhelmed. Let me break down the production of the lo-fi video. As I previously mentioned, actually making the project only took 2 weeks in January. As for editing, I was staring down 40 plus hours of raw footage that I had to piece together into a video. That alone was overwhelming. But I was also in YouTube guru land and I was like, okay, all good YouTube videos need a story. And how does my lo-fi video have a story arc? Well, the whole "this is a music production, but also Blender" thing lends itself to a big twist in the middle of the video. A midpoint reversal where you thought I had everything figured out, but no, there's so much more. Suddenly, I had 2 semi-parallel storylines, and to make that work, I went with the meanwhile back at the ranch thing, jumping between the music and animation. So aside from figuring out all the storytelling, there's still the editing, the motion graphics, mixing voiceover and live footage, title and thumbnail, and that's a lot. So I procrastinated. But even if you aren't the sort of avoiding procrastinator that I am, unsurprisingly, a complex video takes a lot longer than a simple one. And that leads us to lesson number 2, more is more. At least in the beginning, you want to choose quantity over quality. And simplifying helps you achieve that. This isn't to say just shovel out garbage, but you don't have many chances to learn and improve and experiment if you spend all this time polishing one video. And specifically to YouTube, more videos gives you more chances to catch the algorithm and reach a broader audience. It also means that you'll build out the catalog of your channel, so if someone likes one video, they can go and find more. And to produce more videos, this leads us to lesson number 3, invest in process. This can mean a lot of things depending on your situation, but you just want to streamline your workflow. This can be buying the right equipment to save yourself time, hiring or outsourcing some of the work if you have the resources, and if you don't, and I don't, this means identifying and improving on your bottlenecks. For me, when I speak casually without conscious effort, I often don't speak English, at least not clear English, so I did a lot of voiceover using post-production as a crutch, but that adds a lot of work because instead of A-roll, I always needed B-roll or graphics. Also, my script and the overall structure of my videos wasn't always fleshed out during production, so I ended up repeating a lot of work. All of this to avoid a rather very silly weakness of my production process, that is that I can't talk. Anyways, it really just boils down to make more videos. Just shut up and make something, you know? And this actually extends past YouTube to just about anything. Just shut up and do it. You know, no overthinking, no excuses, just doing. As for me in 2024, I've come to really enjoy the creative process of making videos. So obviously I want to continue doing the YouTube stuff, but It's currently unsustainable. I haven't made money for a year. I'm not monetized. I don't have a job. Someone please hire me for video editing. Someone please help. I need money. But I think I finally figured out a system to consistently produce videos, hopefully one a week. The bread and butter being 2 10-minute videos a month, and then 2 more in-depth food videos, or 1 food video and 1 wildcard. Because my channel name is still Dr. Robosnorfin, my online alias gamertag thing if you will, and that's because I still want to do gaming and other content. Like music production, which is cool, but it turns out you can't just use the same RuneScape lo-fi for every video. So while I want to continue that project, I'll also be experimenting with other styles of music. And considering I want to be half in FoodTube and half in this gamer streamer sphere, I should probably be streaming games. So more of that in 2024, and finally I'll need to diversify into other platforms. So yeah, more consistent food videos, more gaming, some miscellaneous stuff. Almost like my channel description or something. Okay, bye, subscribe, watch my videos, Happy New Year!